Hey guys, how's it going? We're back with another guide, you could say. But first of all, let me just say this. Noctis, I love this character. Cheap? I don't want to say he's cheap. You can play him very cheaply, of course, but you can do have a lot of characters, Paul specifically. But I absolutely love Noctis as a character. I love Noctis in this game, and I'm proud to play him. I've gone to local tournaments and people are like, "Oh, you're playing Noctis, just mashing 2-2-2." There's a lot of depth to this character. There really is. There's a lot you can do with this character that a lot of people just choose not to. A lot of people just ignore a lot of these tools just to do aura or as the main man likes to call it. But yeah, basically lost in volume, but there's definitely nothing like that at all. Definitely like that at all. This character I like to play on play 2 side, so I can backdash quite well with him, and then I can play him quite well on play 2 side. That's what I prefer. But let me just okay, before I stop as well. Okay, a lot of people have their opinions about this character, that this character should not even exist in this game. But yeah, Noctis is a very fun character. I mean, extremely fun to play. Yes. Diverse, it can be a little agonizing. A lot of people like to just run up and, oh, I'm so clever with the down back 2. Look at me guys, down back 2. Oh, look, wake up, down back 2. Look at this, or was this down back 2? Down back 2. A lot of people like to do that online. It's pretty miserable to do that online and do it online, but locally, I feel like it's much easier and predictable. But I don't even use that move just because of how punishable it is. I'll use it maybe once every 3 matches. It just depends, like, okay, I'm this far away, I'll hit him with a low, because I'll do it as a way to shut down pressure, because I'll do it from far away. I'll do it from like this range, and that way if they block it, they can't launch punch me, because how short range, how far range it is. But putting that aside, Noctis, I love this character. Don't be ashamed to play him or wanting to learn him. He's great, he's very fun, and he's very easy, which is great. That's good for a lot of casuals. Yes, I've played my fair share of hard characters. I love playing Mishimas. I'm not going to try any super hard stuff like Geese, for example, but there's a lot of characters I've played before, of course, playing Noctis. But I love Noctis, I love the franchise. Final Fantasy's great. I would have preferred Cloud or something like that, but having Noctis, it's great. I would prefer adult Noctis because I think he looks sick, but young Noctis, I'm cool with that. But now, let's get down to actually learning the character. He's kind of like Kazuya with how he has a short move list. He's got very limited move list, and a lot of people like to take advantage of two of the there's 4 moves that people abuse on Noctis, which is down back 1+2, which is basically from a distance. It's safe, it does massive damage. Then people also use forward, down forward 1+2, which is a tracking version of the 1+ tracking version of the down back 1+2, which applies a lot of pressure, does a lot of damage, safe on hit, but massively whiff punishable. And then a lot of people also do down back 2. These are the main moves that people absolutely despise and hate, because a lot of people just like to run into a match, boom. A lot of people just like to run into a match, do down back 2, down 1+2 back, up 1+2, down back 1+2. It's like to spam that, because, oh, I'd say eventually that's going to walk into it, or try sidestep and get clipped, because it does track a little bit. And especially since you can hold it, and so on, and especially since you can walk up, readjust yourself, or sidestep, backdash while they're trying to run in, boom. It's a very strong move, extremely strong. But if you can sidestep it, but you have to time it correctly to sidestep it, or if it whiffs, you're basically stuck recovering for a very long time. They just walk up and just hop kick punish easy. But with this character, not many people play him, even though he's so easy and so good. But that's maybe just a pride thing, maybe, or people are like, okay, I'm not gonna play him Noctis, he's too limited with his tools. But a lot of people, as I said, I feel like a lot of people don't open up their horizons to Noctis. There's so much things you can do. There's a lot to go on with this character. Like, I'll get into it right now. First off, he has a very good basic flash punch string, which is 1-2-2. It's a 10 frame Punisher. It's very good. It's extremely good, I'd say. I apologize, my keep getting in the way. But it's a extremely good punish, 1 to 2. It's extremely good. But it's a triple high. It's a triple high arm string. But you can do 1 2 1 plus 2, which will go into a mid, which has a massive pushback. So that way if you are just trying to fish, or if you want to make pressure, so that way they can't, or if you just want to make pressure so you can get an aura, I guess, or if you just want to make pressure so you can back up and think of something or replan, you can do 1 2 1 plus 2, but it can be interrupted. So if the opponent thinks, okay, he's going to do the 1 plus 2, I'm just gonna do my 10 frame punish and jab him out of it. But that's why you can do 1 2 2. So it basically becomes a mix up, because 1 2 2 you can't escape it. Once you get hit by one of it or block one of it, you can't escape it. And that's how it is. It's a good string, and then you can also mix up it as well, 3 ways. So you can do 1 2 2, or you can do 1 2 1 plus 2, or my personal favorite, which I like to do this a lot. It's just a very cool mechanic that you don't really see in Tekken, or it's a cool mechanic overall, where you basically get to warp. So if you do 1 2 and then 3, or 1 2 and then 4, you teleport. So you could do 1 2, the opponent goes to retaliate, but you've jumped. So let me quickly just say, okay, Kazuya just did something. I'm out of range, but I'm trying to punish it, and he's like, okay, he's not gonna get the full punish. He's gonna finish the string. I'm gonna get to punish him. So 1 2 and then teleport, and then he'll do the string. But because I teleported, I get to punish him. But that's if he did anything. But the thing is, you recover in rising. So if he goes to do his jabs and he's still doing the jab string, you can launch, get a combo, just like that. Very easy stuff. So again, you can just teleport, launch. Basically, I was trying to think of I'm trying to remember. I was trying to remember because there's many weird combos you can do for Noctis, but I used to just plain simple combo just because it's so easy. You don't want to stress yourself out. You just want to get the damage because he already has high damage. But that's just 3 moves already, and it's very mix-up based, I would say, especially since you can warp, and then if you want, you can warp, and you can do while rising 1 2, which is hit confirmable. So you can do that. Oh, so you do that. Just, whoop, yeah. So you can just do while rising 1, didn't hit, blocked, then you don't have to continue. But it hit, you can hit confirm it, which is really, really good. You can hit confirm it, which is fantastic. And that way you won't get punished for just letting it rip. And that way you can get some free damage just by teleporting. But you can also, of course, if the opponent does absolutely nothing, the opponent can run up and hit you, but most of the time they'll be backing up and will be expecting the string to finish, because nobody ever really takes advantage of the teleport, which I find it to be very unique, very good. And actually, there's a lot you can do with it. It's a very unique feature, of course. And then, moving away from that, we'll do some other moves that are really good for Noctis. Back 1 2, which is another punish, which is, I think it's a 12 frame punish, I could be wrong, but it says a guaranteed string. It's extremely difficult to duck and punish online. So online you see this move, it's like you can't duck it. It's very difficult to duck online. So it's basically you can use it to pressure almost. Just that's how insane it is online. And then with that string, you can also do down forward 1 4, kind of like Kazuya, but the down forward 1 4 is not a natural combo. It's counter hit combo. So if you were to counter hit, boom, you'll be able to do it. But sometimes a lot of people, I find that a lot of people duck the string, but a lot of people will also not duck the string. It kind of depends, really. It's a very weird string, just because you can't counter hit confirm it. It's well, actually, can you? No. Oh, actually, it's actually delayable. I did not know that. Oh, the more you learn. Well, okay, what's a delayable string? I actually never knew that until now. Okay, so well, it's counter hit confirmed. That makes it, yikes, Christ, pretty damn good because I always just instantly did it. But if you can just delay it like that, then I'm sure you could easily do quite a lot of mix-ups with it and a lot of those things. So you can see how they play, if they duck or not. Then that way you can, next time you use it, you can be okay, they didn't duck, I'm going to use it, and who knows, they might try to punish or punch or something while you're doing it. Boom, free hit, free damage. But that's another good string, I like to say. But it's very unused. Not many people use it. A lot of people just use, as I said, the same strategy over and over, and then people only use this as a lure. There's a lot of ways to play Noctis, but I like to play him as Tekkenly as possible. But that's just me. That's how I found the character to be fun. That's how I enjoyed the character. I should just really stop that refreshing stage. But then he has a really good string, which is down 1. I like it. It's a very nice string. It's catch people ducking. It breaks the floor. It's just a very good string. And then you also have down back 1, which is also a very good string as well. They're just very good to catch people moving. But with before I go into the mix-ups, down back 1 it goes into down back 1 goes into 1+2, which is a safe mid. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's a safe mid, 100%. This is a safe mid option. It's very good to get in your opponent's face. If your opponent blocks that and starts to sidestep, the last hit tracks. So it's very likely your opponent will get hit trying to sidestep this move, which is very good. It's very effective. And then you can choose to also press down back 1, and then you can press forward, down back 1 and press forward, and you can go into Noctis's roll stance, which not even stance, it's just his roll mix-up. He can go low, he can go on the side, and then you can also go mid, and then the mid option is a power crush, and it wall bounces by, I believe it's 13 frames. It's very punishable, but the low is also launch punishable. But you can catch other people off, so if you're just fighting, boom, you can do it very quickly. You can also cancel the roll, and the opponent might try to duck, and then you might be able to get a launch. It depends how the opponent reacts. So you can always test, and then you can also roll. You can wait to finish it and just keep rolling. Because you might roll, he might do jab. You might roll. Okay, so I'm doing 4 as well. But then he might try to do jabs because you didn't roll. But then you'll go underneath it. You go underneath the jabs and you slide underneath him. And then if you slide underneath, you get a aura for free, which is extremely good. It's an extremely good mix-up game, I would say. But then you can just, of course, just do your normal string out of it, and then try and get pressure or something else, which is a more it's more used on Noctis. This string, it's probably one of his most used strings. A lot of people don't even bother with his 2-2-2 string, but with the 2-2-2 string, that's also a mix-up itself. You can just press 2-2-2-2-2-2, but after the 2 hits, it becomes high mid. But what you can do is you can do 2-2-2-2, and then you do 2-2-2-2-2, and you can stop at any time, and you can just go straight into a grab, because they might be waiting for the string to finish. So you can just do that, and so you just do 2-2-2-2, 2-2-2-2-2-2, and just go into a grab, because they might be still waiting for the final hit. That, or you can actually, because it's duckable after the second hit, but the opponent usually will just block. But you can do 2-2 forward 2, which is a mid. But I don't know if it's a counter hit launcher. Let's quickly see. Oh. Yes. Oh. Gentle. Let's back up really far. No launcher. But it's very good. And then you can also do 2-2 back 2, and you'll go into your warp strike, which also will catch other people off guard because they'll try jab. And then you can just easily go into warp drive, and then you can go in for a parry because a lot of people try jab you thinking that's punishable, which I don't know if it is. There's 4 different versions of the warp drive. There's the normal warp drive, there's the 2-2 back warp drive, there's the wild rising free warp drive, there's just a normal forward 2 warp drive, I didn't really say that, and then there's your rage warp drive as well. But on to other things. Okay, now this move, I love using it. I find it to be a great pressure and keep out tool, but nobody ever uses it. Nobody. I see every Noctis player, nobody uses it. Back 2 is extremely efficient, I would say. It lacks tracking, but it's extremely efficient. So if you're just sidestepping and you get up to your opponent, back 2 check them. It's kind of like King's forward 3, where you can check them and then DDT. Because with Noctis, back 2, and then 1+2, and I'll go into a guaranteed hit. But it's kind of like King's DDT, and it's kind of like King's DDT as well. It's very, very effective. My music stopped. But it's extremely effective. It just completely works. It completely works, and it's just... Hang on, let me quickly... Well, that's embarrassing. I think my internet dropped down. Oopsie. Well, the music just stopped. Okay, well... A little dull here, but... That's unfortunate. Okay, but anyway, I guess I had something in. But down back 2. As I said, it's great to check. It's safe. It's great to check your opponent. Just jab. Like just jab, jab, and then back 2. Boom. Back 2. Oop. Back 2. Oop. Back 2. Boom. Back 2. Boom. It's a great tool. It's extremely efficient. Like, people should be using this. It's great. But as I said, it's kind of like King's Forward 3. Not many people use that either. Because they just... I have no idea why, but it's a great tool. Like, you should be using this, and then just the way the opponent stack is as well, it gives you a chance to walk up and get ready to do something yourself. And it's basically, it gives you an advantage as well. So it's good to pressure. Like if they there you go. They block it. Oh. If they block it, absolutely nothing. If they block it, you can't hit confirm it, of course, when they're blocking, but absolutely nothing. There's no downside to using that move at all, I would say. And then Noctis also has forward 4-2, but forward 4-2, which is, it's punishable, but if you hit the string, it gets you very close for a mix-up. So from this, you can easily get a mix-up. So if you actually manage to land it, I do believe it's natural. Let me just quickly test that for you guys. Oh. Let me just quickly. Yeah, so it's a natural. So basically, you'll get this natural off. You do this like it's. If you see a whip punish, if you see a whip punish, get the string off, and then when you do it, look how close you are. You're pretty close, so you can easily do a 4-forward 1+2, which is a safe mid, and it's also a counter hit launcher. So if you counter hit launch, boom, free combo. But then you can also get close, and then you can also get close, and then you can demo man. I'm just gonna get rid of that. Yeah. But then you can, so you can do that, get quickly close, demo man as the mix-up. Or you could run up and then, well, you could do this, and then you could aura. You could aura for all the plus frames, or you might actually get them trying to sidestep or moving, and big damage, big combo, of course. Or you could just, as I said, you could do the forward 1+2, which is good. Or you could even just down back 1+2 just to try to catch him out from range. Or if you're feeling extremely lucky or extremely lucky, you could you'd hit him with a spear, long range spear. Hopefully they don't hit you, or hopefully they don't punish, or hopefully they're not in range to punish you. But that's another decent string. No one really uses it. I personally don't use it. I really dislike it. I prefer back 1. I think it's back 1+2. This is guaranteed. So if you're just fishing out, or I like to use it to fish out my opponent. So I'll just be sidestepping, and I'll just do back. Let's do back 4 1+2, because I believe they can interrupt after the back 4, but I've never seen anyone interrupt. So I'm just going to test that, because nobody uses this move at all, and it's extremely good. So let me quickly start holding back 1-1-2. Actually, let me quickly hold back 1-1-2. Okay, sweet. Now let me quickly. Yeah, see, they can punch you out of it. But no one really does. But and also it's a counter hit launcher, so you can also bait quite well with this. So from far range, if your opponent's like this far away and you do down back fall, they'll like, okay, I can go in and punish. But no, you're trying to set up, and then boom, they get counter hit launched. But the thing is, you can also do up close, which I like to do up close, because a lot of people won't even try to challenge it, because they'll be like, okay, that's down back, or no, that's back four, I can punish, but they'll just get hit, or they'll hesitate and they'll be way too late. And that's why I reckon this is a great move, but some people that are really good at the matchup will definitely interrupt. But that's why you can also debate it. And then if they block the entire string, it knocks them away just like the big aura does, which is extremely good. It's a good move. But then there's also back three into the free. Oh, yeah, okay. Back 3 into 1+2. I mean, back 3 into 1+2. Which is also very good. I don't know if you can interrupt that one, but I'm sure you can. But I'm pretty sure this spikes the ground, so you can use that. But then you can also, with both of these, you can have your back. You can just leave it at the back turn, and then you can mix up as well. So like, okay, they're going to, so you can just do back 4, and they're going to interrupt. But they're doing the string. They're doing the 10-frame punish. That's punchable themselves or something. Like if Kazuki's flash punch, you turn around, 1-2. 1-2-2, punish him for trying to punish you. So that's really good. Extremely good, I would say. And then Noctis has some really good lows as well. This Demo Man, which is extremely risky, but at the wall it's extremely effective. And then sometimes that open spaces, a lot of people won't be expecting it, especially if you're just... You can kind of hide it in your movement. Just you guys got to be very quick with it. And you can't be very obvious with it, because it's a move that you'll use maybe once per match, or if that. It's very, what's the word? It's very... It all depends on how the match is going. You might feel like this is the perfect moment to use it, you won't expect it, boom. But you know, the opponent might have the read, and then you might Demo Man him, or he might just accidentally block low, or fuzzy guard low. But that's I reckon that's a good low. A lot of people may argue that don't use Demo Man unless it's in a combo, but then there's also down 2, which is unlow parryable. You can't low parry this with the sword, but it's also on counter hit. It becomes a natural. If you can do down 2-2, which is a natural string, which is really good. So a lot of times I will warp strike, or I'll warp strike. They'll do their move, and then or something. Or I will do this. They'll run up to me, and I'll just do down 2-2. And I'll catch him with a counter hit, and it does wall splat, and it also is a corkscrew, which is very nice. So if you're out of wall, a breakable wall, you can do down 2-2, and it'll break the wall, which is very nice. And then down back 4, don't ever use this move. A lot of people think, oh, good move, it's a great move. It's absolutely terrible. It's one of the worst lows I've ever seen. Honestly, I prefer down 3. Down 3 is so much better, because a lot of people expect, a lot of people will be looking out for the giant spear. Online and offline, people will be like, okay, he's going to do the giant spear. I've got to be careful, giant spear. Look out for giant spear. But if you do down 3, it's a lot different. You can do down 3, which is so much better. And then from down 3, you can hold in crouching position. And then you can do down forward 2, which is a low sword, which is also unlow parryable. So unlow parry and attracts as well. So a lot of the time I like to do down 3, and then I'll do down 2. Down 2, because they'll be like, okay, I'm getting up. His opponent's probably going to get up. Down 2 again. Not many people will actually block the second down 2. It depends on your game style. You might even feel lucky enough to just walk up and do down 2 again. And then next time you do down 3, next time you do down 3, they'll duck, and then boom, launch them. And then this is also, I forgot to mention, down 2, while rising down 2, is hit confirmable. So you don't have to... So if you don't hit them, you don't have to continue the string. Oh. Well, yeah, you can make sure so you don't have to finish the entire string. So if you don't hit, boom, you stop, and you should be good with that. And then I feel like there's a lot more moves I've gone over with Noctis so far, but we have those moves. His command throw, It's decently. It's a decent. Does 40 damage. Doesn't really do him any favors. And then he only has 3 throws. The normal throws, not too many favors. But now let's talk about Noctis's range game. He can punish from quite a lot of range. Like if you jab and you're that far away, and you're like, oopsie, missed input, Noctis will punish. Or if you're this far away and you do something that's too slow for Noctis to throw his sword at you, he can attack with his spear, which is quite a long punish. Like extremely long. And then depending on the range, it's extremely hard to punish itself. It's a punishable mid, but depending, like if you do a max range like that far, it's gonna be so difficult to get up and punish. And then with that spear, if you do Noctis's heavy armor, you get a guaranteed spear, which is quite drastic. It's a lot of damage. It really is. And his armor, I believe, is 13 frames, so you won't even get punished that badly. You'll probably get a 40 damage punish. That's if they even punish it. But it's a very good follow up, I'd say. And then there used to be a combo you could get from doing the down back 2 spear, but you can get a free down 1 from spear now, because you used to be able to pick up with down 1/1+2 and get a mini combo, but now you can just down 1, which is nice. It's nice, I would say. And speaking of that, down 1+2, does hit grounded. Does hit grounded, it will hit you. So let's quickly. Yeah, so hits grounded. It's very good to end combos with, especially with war splats. But now a big punish from Noctis, which is absolutely amazing. This is a huge punish from Noctis. It tracks, its range is insane. It's a high mid, but it's punishable, of course. But you can hit confirm it if you, after the first hit, if it doesn't hit, you can hold back and you put the sword away. Your opponent will probably be like, okay, I'm going to try punish or interrupt or something, and then you can just hit them with another punish, or you could sidestep it or whatever. But it's a very good punish, especially from range. You can just, your opponent fails rage drive from range. It's insane. It's like you can warp drive for 33, but you can also 1+2 for 41 damage, and it's insane how much pressure this move has, especially since you can not finish it, then you can decide to finish the string, and it will also, it hits at the wall as well, at wall splats. It's a crazy move. It's absolutely crazy, and it's something you have to look out for, especially when you're reversing Noctis, just because it does hella damage and it hella tracks as well. So you'll get caught out sidestepping or backdashing. There's just so many range tools he has, which makes him such a powerful character to play and verse. And then another move, which is, I would say this is a very terrible wild running move. Running 1+2, it does launch on normal hit, and you get, of course, your normal combo. It's I don't think. Wait, let's quickly check. Yeah, Noctis does not have a running 3, but he does have a normal running 4. If I can actually get the distance. Yeah, he has a normal running 4, and then Noctis can also, while running, he can go into a slide, which is very good. So you can also use that as a mix-up, and then you can do a lot of it. But his while running 1+2 is very linear, extremely linear, and it's it's terrible, but it has a lot of plus frames. If you run all the way up to your opponent, like very much so in their face, you can get quite a lot out of your opponent. You can just plus frames like crazy, and then if you're extremely good and you get the plus frames, or if you're just jab checking down back 2, or if you feel like you have the moment to attack, if you feel like you're the next one to attack, or even if you just what do you call it, backdash a bit and then do an instant into another instant until alright, hang on, let me just quickly make sure he guards all, because you can, it depends on how good you are with inputting, because if you do an instant while running, you can do quite a lot, as you saw. They get quite stun trapped almost. They can of course jab you and try to get out, but Jadisco is, if you do it instant while running, it's extremely pressuring, and then especially if they try to do something that isn't just normal jab, or if they try sidestep, boom, that close range, they'll just get launched. Or if they don't get launched and they just stand there, you'll have so much pressure because they have no idea what's going on. You just have so much pressure. I think my team ran out again. God bless. But they'll just have so much pressure on you, and you'll just have no idea what to do against that type of pressure. And a lot of people, especially lower ranks, they will be expecting a giant spear, and if you're just going crazy with instant wire runnings, then a lot will happen. A lot will really happen. But so those are Noctis's main tools. A lot of people will just, as I said, down back to spear, down back to spear. You'll see that a lot from the same type of, like, you'll see it from a lot of low ranks and scrubs. A lot, even high ranks actually will just abuse that. Like, it's cheesy. It's extremely cheesy. It's very cheap, unfortunately, and it's what makes people hate this character. But you can play him completely like a normal Tekken character. You can do your mix-ups, you can do your strings, you can do your mid-pokes, you can do your on-hit confirms, you can mix up with your grabs, you can do your lows. There's a lot of moves Noctis has that make him a proper Tekken character, but there's so many moves that outshine the way that he's a Tekken character that makes it difficult for people to accept him as a Tekken character. People love Geeks. People main Geeks. People have no problem with Geeks one-shotting people with his combos, his meters, his Rising Storms, with his setups, with his cancellings in the launches. There's so much stuff. But Noctis doesn't have any of that. Noctis struggles with his short combo list, and with someone who knows what they're doing, Noctis really does struggle, and you have to rely on quite the fundamentals. Like, I play a very defensive Noctis. I play extremely defensive, and it's very difficult for me to win. I get a lot of wins. I have a high win rate because, yeah, I'll verse someone who's like, oh, okay, I'm versing a Noctis. They'll have no idea what to do against Noctis. They'll just be like, okay, I have no idea what the frames are. They'll not rematch me. Then I'll verse someone else, or I'll go back to them a few matches later, and they'll be like, okay, I'm tilted. I can't verse this guy. Just kill me type thing, and they'll be tilted. It's a shame because I reckon Noctis is a character that isn't that broken. I wouldn't even say he's broken. He struggles. A lot of people don't play him. A lot of people that are new to the game like to play Noctis or will pick up Noctis just because how easy he is. But then a lot of people will be like, you play Noctis, dude. Get out of here. Play a real character type shit. But he's a real character. He's a dope character. He's from a dope franchise. It's interesting. I love him. And of course he has a cheesy taunt as well where he says easy. But before we get into the Rage Drive, he does have a cheap unblockable, of course. I would say this is a quick cheap unblockable. He backs up as well. But now let me get what do you call it? Wrong settings. Let me get the Rage going. Now with Noctis' Rage, it gives you plus frames, it gives you an advantage, of course. But a lot of people, I personally try to look for a whiff. I'll run up, I'll back up, and then I'll sometimes throw it randomly just because I'll try to catch someone moving, and I'll do quite a lot of damage. But then we'll quickly, or someone to the wall. Okay, so now I'm at the wall, 76 damage for a very simple, very easy combo. Now let me quickly put this guy at the wall. Oh, yeah, I failed that up big time. I apologize. Just quickly. Oh. Okay, but oh. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing there, but okay. With Noctis, he's what do you call it? Let me quickly put the MC on guard all. With Noctis, if you're on a war stage, Noctis is absolutely terrifying on a war stage for multiple reasons, especially when you get him in the rage. He will get plus frames when he hits you with that, even if you're blocking, and then if you're against the wall, you also take damage, like quite a lot of damage, and he also gets a free grab. I believe it's a free grab. Of course the opponent can break out of it, but you can get a free grab attempt as long as they don't duck. But then it's also another mix-up, so because you teleport to them, you could easily just launch them. Oh, you could easily just of course get a string going. Oh, let me just quickly. You could easily go into them like that. Get a string going. Oh. Get a string going. Oh, where is it? Where you just get a string going, you can mix them up at the wall, and then if they're at the wall from far away and you manage to hit them, oh. Yeah, oh. Oh. Now let me quickly climb back again back to the wall. Very quickly. Hang on, let me trying to figure out. Okay, well, that's a bit different because when you hit someone that's actually hitting, let's see if I can. There you go. Actually, let me try to get as far away as I possibly can, out of my range. Oh no, not there yet. Very quickly. Let's quickly smack him so he gets realigned. But let me quickly do it from max range. Oh, almost max range. Okay. Because you'll be able to splat them on the wall like that, and you can re-wall splat them, and you can get quite a lot of damage. But then you can also hit them with that. Oh. Also hit him like that. Okay, now let me quickly. You can do a lot of crazy stuff with Noctis. You can re-wall splat. Of course, you can re-wall splat. You can get a wall splat. You can get massive damage. You can. Let me. I'm trying to think. This should be. This should work. Oh. Actually, let me just do it like this. You can throw your raise drive, and it will. Oh. And it will do quite a lot of travel. Oh. Let me see if I can just. Oh. Oh. Alright. Let me just do it normally. And then you can just get them out to the wall, and then you can re-wall splat them. You can get quite a lot of damage, and it's quite insane. And then there's another thing which I will NPC to do real quick. This is one of the. Let me redo that. This is one of the. Oops. This is one of the biggest things that make Noctis. Why I reckon makes Noctis such a strong character. I'm just gonna get him to the wall again. I did not mean. It's bad having a restarting. I'm timing these very terrible, but of course very terrible again. Okay. I'm missing these quite a lot. I apologize. Now. Oh, it's a lot easier to lane these in real games, I swear. Alright, come on. This card's just too good. Oh, I keep doing it 1 second. Oh my lord. I'm getting dicked on by the AI. Holy shit. Alright, come on. Please. Let me just quickly. Alright, hang on. What is it? I swear it's not this difficult. Okay, there we go. I'll just do that. I'll do a super slow move rather than me trying to stop a 10 frame move. Okay, here we go. Oh, I even failed that. I got hit by it. Are you kidding me? Restart position. Wall, please. Oh, I'm getting tilted at this guy. Okay. Oh, play. How am I doing this so terribly? Okay, there we go. If you parry someone, you also can parry basically everything. But if you parry someone out of wall, you get tremendous. Yeah, a lot out of it. This has been absolutely terrible. I should have just explained it with words. In a real match, you get a huge feel for when someone's actually going to do something, and you catch them on the starting frames rather than trying to do mid frames like this. Oh, yikes. So I'm pretty sure you can also get a free demo man on the wall as well. Oh, you get part of it, but you get quite a lot of damage. Oh, alright. Anyway, let's quickly pass that. Maybe get things normal. Yeah. Okay. And now let me talk about when you play Noctis. The way you want to play him is you want to play him very range based, because your opponent will be always running up to you and quickly make him. Where's approach? There's a. I see follow. Oh wait, no, I see crouch and follow. Where is there no? I swear there's a. Phone status? No. Where's? I swear. Okay, stay in for a second. My bad. I was looking before. Oh, but basically, the opponent will be chasing after you. Make them chase you. Make them come into your ground, which you sidestep me. Make them come to you, so that way you can use Noctis to his full ability. You can just bait it out with your huge auras. If they get too close, you can even teleport 2-2 or 1-2, and then do the 1-2 hit confirm, or you can even sidestep 2, which is a decent sidestep move. It's not the best in the world. And then as they follow, you can try and fish for a nice back 4 hit, and then if you hit back 4, boom, nice hit. Or if they chase up on you, you can do back 2 to check them. Do back 2 to check them. If you hit the back 2 successfully, you can hit 1+2, or you can even mash 1+2, and you'll probably get it. Press back 1+2, you get a nice little lightning. And then if they chase, they whiff, and they close up, you can go down 4-2, which is Noctis' prime launcher, besides aura. And then you can also do, this string isn't, oh, actually, you can also do forward 1+2, which is also very good if you get a counter hit. And then, counter hits on the forward 1+2. Then you can also do down forward 1+2, which will track with the sidestepping and coming up on you fast. And then you can also do down back 1+2 string. You can also slide underneath them. There's a lot of options you can do to stop people from approaching you. And then you can also do the string, which is down forward 4, and I just do one. Oh. How is it? Okay, down forward 4, 2-2, and if the last hit hits, it's a launch. That's a launch. It's a good string. It's also a combo ender as well, so you can combo end with that if you're not going for a wall. Combo end like that, and then if you want a nice combo ender that will travel more, you can also do that. And then you also have Laz's upward tree, which is pretty nice, which will it'll crush a lot of things. It'll crush loads as well. And then you also have an orbital, which is just up to orbital, and then straight into combo. Let's combo, boom, just like that. It is a lot of ways that you can confront your opponent while playing Noctis. There's a lot you can do. You also have down forward 1 as a jab check as well, mid check, and then you can also back 3, or you could also power crush. Or if you're getting anxious, you can also do forward 2, and then I believe you're even on 4-2, which then you can get you can set up for a parry. So you can forward 2, set up for parry, boom, and then next time they might try something else. They might go for a low, they might go for power crush, they might just respect your forward 2 approach, and then you can just man them. You can get a lot off them. There's a lot you can do. There's also 4 forward 3+4, 4 forward 3+4, which is a good wall break, but this move is very unpractical. You'll rarely ever get this move off. Like rarely. It's extremely rare, but it does quite a lot if you can get it. But with Noctis, there's not too much more I can go over. It's the way you figure out the way to play him. You can always be cheesy Noctis and just down back 2 into aura and so on, or you could try and be more fundamental with him and jab check, pokes, checking your opponent. There's a lot you can do. And he has a lot of strings that are a lot of hit confirmable things. he has a lot of things underneath his belt that he could really use to ruin your day for sure. So I would say if you're a new player or player that just wants to pick Noctis up and you just can't stand him, or you just want to lab him or learn about him, I say take him for a spin. He's quite fun. He may be easy, he may not have the most pop-off things, but he does feel like a Final Fantasy character. He does feel like a Tekken character. He feels like he's his own unique character, and he feels like he has his strengths and weaknesses. But he has a lot of weaknesses, but everybody likes to focus just on his strengths. But the weaknesses for sure make his strengths needed. If anything, he would need more buffs because he's very limited. Because his moves, he's got. Let me quickly. I'll go into his moves. All of these. So he's basically got 60 moves, but a lot of these are while rising. So 55 moves because a lot of moves are just jump attacks, which there's about 5 jump attack moves which are absolutely trash. You don't want to do anything with those. Right, if you accidentally input, you might get lucky with a weird move, I guess. Well, that's about it for Noctis. There's so very little. There's so very little you can do with him. It's unfortunate, especially when every other character has so many more strengths, so many more pokes, lows, so many more setups. With Noctis, you hit the ground. It's either aura. It's either hit him with the aura, hit him with the front aura, jab with the spear, or fall forward 1+2. There's very little. That's what makes him easy. There's very little mindset with him, but you can play him more advanced. It's just if you know matchups, if you know frames, if you know everything, you can play him quite well. Especially if you keep the distance, you can take advantage of his strengths quite well. But if you like fundamentals, if you're new, still learning character matchups, then you're gonna have to rely on his strengths quite a lot, and you're gonna have to definitely have to sit in someone's face and just aura and pray to God that shit high crushes, or you're gonna be having a bad time with Noctis. But that's all I can recommend with Noctis. Honestly, it's a lot of back and forth with Noctis, but he's a good character, especially he's a good side character as well. I really enjoy him, but it's really either it's a hit or miss with people, I guess. But I hope this tutorial helped. This little guide helped. It's just a basic little guide. So if you enjoyed or anything, just give me a thumbs up, boys. That'll be it. See you guys later.